Welcome to Come and Get It, your family dinner favorites. I'm Lisa Bralts, your host for today's program. Thank you so much for tuning in. During the show, we'll be talking about preparing that big family meal and the food that goes into it with home cooks, chefs, a beverage expert, and a pair of farmers. Our first guest is Thad Morrow. He's the owner and head chef at Bacaro restaurant in Champaign. He and his son Gus are here to prepare chicken thighs braised in balsamic vinegar. Welcome to the show, guys.
Thanks for having us.
So, Thad, if you could briefly tell us why you chose to bring this dish to the show tonight.
So this dish we cook at home a lot. I cook with Gus usually on Tuesday nights. And I like it simple enough, it's interactive enough. There's a lot of colors we can talk about and we can count things out. It doesn't get too confusing and he can recognize carrots and leeks and bacon and chicken. So it's, and it kind of gets him involved because he knows the ingredients at this point. Exactly.
So is it an important thing for you to talk to kids about getting into the kitchen at a young age?
Yeah, I think it's important not just to talk to the kids, but I think it's important to talk to the parents about getting everybody back into the kitchen and everybody back to the dining room table. And so make it a dialogue with your kids and your spouse or whomever, and really start to connect again. Turn the TV off and and just talk about stuff and learn about things.
All right, sounds great. So, how about we get started?
Sure, let's do it.
All right, let's do it.
So this is very simple. We're going to braise some chicken thighs in chicken stock and balsamic vinegar, which is the most important thing. So first, we're going to add in a couple tablespoons of olive oil. Okay. Right, Gussie? Olive oil. So, and Dutch oven. And so when it's already kind of pre-warmed anyway. So we're going to add in some bacon. This is six slices of some local bacon. I use the same guy for the bacon and the chicken, Triple S Farms. These are we work well together, and that's the other thing too. You can not only just cook with your kid in the kitchen, but you can take them to a farm. Right. You can take them to farmers markets. So that's you can build up the activity and say we're going to go here, we're going to go there, and do this stuff. So food becomes a thing. Yeah, it's not just eating. It's about a lot of other things. It's like fun. It's like going to a museum, or it's like going to school. So you're going to want to brown your bacon in the pan. Okay. So just let it go like that. While that's browning, we're going to cut up leek. I've already pre-cut some leeks, but you want to cut your leek in half. We've pre-washed it. Gus likes it.
I want to get a leek.
You want to cut a leek? Here, you can start cutting on that one with your little knife. And you can also talk about certain things like knife safety. So maybe he has a knife, but he doesn't really have a sharp knife. So
mine will not be. Mine might not be able to.
Probably not going to cut through that, right? Not quite sharp enough. So we're going to peel these carrots.
Maybe this part.
I think the recipe says like 5 or 6 whole carrots, but I found these carrots at the co-op, so I thought they were cool, and I think the people are going to be here today. So, so once this is kind of rendered out with your fat, you're going to want to add in.
Look it.
Yep, you got it. Good job. You want to add in your leeks?
No, we're not Morrow yet.
Not your leek yet?
Ooh, I got it off.
Good job.
Now I need to get this one.
And the other thing is, there's really, when I'm cooking with Gus, there really isn't any wrong. I just kind of say, a little bit of seasoning here. If it's too much, then I really sweat it. Let him, kind of roll.
Look at all of it's coming off.
I like that. That's the way to do it. So you put your leeks in and your carrots. Okay.
Well, not Morrow.
And you want to cook those until they're just cooked down. Okay. Not to get a lot of color on them. Just until they're softened and you get a little sheen to them. But
not like super.
Yeah, not too mushy because we're going to braise it anyway, so they're going to soften up later, and you don't want to overcook the carrots. Okay. So we'll add in these. Gus, can I add in your leeks?
No, not yet.
Not yet? Okay. I'll wait then. I'll add in mine. Okay.
No.
Okay. And then you want a pinch of salt. Okay. A little bit of pepper. All right, and as that's cooking, we've already browned off the chicken thighs in advance. So they're not cooked through, they're just browned. Then we're going to add them, can I add them in now? Okay, thank you.
So any reason for this particular cut of meat?
I like the thighs because they're harder, and the legs because they're harder to overcook. So maybe you get distracted, strangely, and it's going, you don't have to worry like chicken breasts, overcook easy, they dry out, and in the end game, cut this off, you have a handle. It's a much easier thing to eat for kids than like a breast. Okay. All right, so as that cooks down, you're going to let it cook. And then later on, I'll just kind of talk you through. We're going to add in our thighs. Okay. Cook those, all right? Then the key ingredients, we're going to add in the balsamic. Okay. So it doesn't always have to be balsamic. It could be great apple cider vinegar. Sure. Could be, pick a vinegar. It's good and high quality, and you're good to go. Okay. So these are cooked down. We'll add in our chicken.
Okay, that looks good.
Perfect.
What's next?
So next, now is when we add our balsamic.
Okay.
In. So you're gonna add about, a quarter cup, half a cup.
Okay.
Something like that. And you want to use the, a nice high quality vinegar, because this is really one of the base ingredients. This is where a lot of your flavor is going to come from.
Okay.
So spend a little extra, get some good balsamic. Then you're going to want to let that cook for a few minutes.
Okay.
Just like that.
Mm-hmm.
And then, after that kind of cooks and stews for a little bit, you want to add in a couple cups of chicken stock.
Okay.
2 cups, 2.5 cups. Is that enough, Gus? More? How much more?
The whole bottle.
The whole bottle? Okay, if you say so. That's not too much?
No.
Okay. All right. So add in all your chicken stock. And then what you're going to do, bring that to a boil.
Okay.
Okay, so super simple. Now we're almost done.
Right.
Bring it to a boil. Let it cook on your stove, top it a simmer. After it boils, turn it down to a simmer.
Sure.
Let it cook like that, we'll say 45 minutes until the thighs are cooked through.
Okay.
Take your thighs out, right? And then you're going to add in a little bit of creme fraiche or sour cream, yogurt. We were talking about Greek yogurt earlier.
Right.
You could add Greek yogurt.
Perfect.
And then we've got some pre-cooked rice, a little bit of rice, And then when you finish it with your sour cream. This is a nice handy trick for parsley.
I'm going to use that one.
Yeah. Look at combing it. And some chopped parsley. So finish with the creme fraiche, chop parsley into the sauce, and you can cut that one. That's a good one. Put it on a platter with your rice down, lay your chicken breast there, top it with the sauce, and you're good to go.
Perfect. So do you have any advice, just as we're wrapping things up here, for the home cook in their kitchen, what as they're making this dish or any other dish in 30 seconds or so?
I would say, most importantly, have fun, and don't stress out about cooking. That's like a chef's job in a restaurant, to stress out.
Right.
So if you're at home cooking, don't stress. It should be super easy, relaxing. Maybe listen to some music. We like that kind of stuff. So.
Okay, great. Well, thank you so much, you guys, for coming. Really appreciate it. We'll see you around, Thad.
Thank you very much. Thanks for having us.
And now we will show you what the dish looks like. Have a look. It's beautiful.